Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner studio, and today I have two lovely ladies with me. They are from an organization called Reaching Out Now. We have Teketia Smith and Samantha Barber. Samantha is the president, and you are the director of
Leadership.
Well, I knew it was something like that. There's just a lot of things going on. Sam and Teketia, we call her Miss Sam here because she's a powerful woman, and we give her a powerful name. Is that how that works? But I appreciate it. She does a lot of great things. Your whole organization does a lot of great things in our community. You're kind of one of these unsung heroes. I think people don't really realize all the things that your organization does. Why don't you give us a summary what Reaching Out Now is really all about?
Thank you, Mike, so much for having me and Teketia today. So our organization, we actually started out as just a leadership program for young girls. Mm-hmm. And back in 2020, we restructured and we tailored ourselves more as a community-based organization. And from that, we added the service aspect, we added the empowerment aspect, and of course, we kept the leadership aspect. So between all three, when you talk about the empowerment aspect, we support teachers. Just last week, we partnered with Diamond Donuts, and we surprised and delivered, well, we told the principals, but we surprised the teachers.
Yeah, they kind of like, who are these crazy people kind of get in our building?
With Diamond Donuts,
Uh-huh.
at E. Wilson and Skyline Middle School and Skyline High School, and just enjoy a treat. And through that, we also give out scholarships,
right?
Through our empowerment program, and for students who want to take dual enroll classes, because as we know, it's not free.
Right.
We use scholarship those students as well. So that's the empowerment piece. Of course, our service piece is our Linda Kroll Family Meal Program, and the program is named after one of our faithful volunteers who unfortunately passed away from COVID. So we renamed the program after her because she was like our little mama,
Yes.
who kept us straight, and so to honor her.
Everyone needs somebody like that,
Yeah.
And we were talking before we started about, someone's got to drive the boat and crack the whip and do all those things, and that's what you need, a spearhead there to kind of like when you get down, someone else, prod you and say, well, come on, we can do it,
Yeah, no, definitely. And meal program has, between the partnership with Warren County Public School, I'm having Dr. Ballinger's blessing. We have a champion, Devin Smith, and his students. And we just celebrated delivering 75,000 meals.
Isn't that something?
To families in our
we really
community.
don't, probably most of us don't really see that.
Yeah.
But I can remember just when I drove over to the high school, and I'm seeing they're wheeling out the meals and things, and even not just at your organization, but like all through this last couple of years, we've had a lot of food given away in our community, and I know the county's been involved in trying to facilitate that, and they had some grant money, and you had some, and someone else had some, and we just don't, the average, let's say, unless you need it, you don't see it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that going on in our county, and it's just like I was talking to Michelle Smeltzer at the Department of Social Services, and they have like 8,000 clients. I mean, you think about that in a county of, well, we have 40,000, but still, it's almost 10% of our clients of the social services, and it's really it's something that out of sight, out of mind, but it's really it's a need that we have, and we have a lot of churches and organizations that step up to the plate and really help out in our community. It's a great when there's a need, it gets filled.
Yes. It definitely is, and we are excited because we met with Bobby Johnston, principal of Skyline Middle School.
Right,
and
I like him.
He's great. He's great. And so we are looking to transition the meal program a little bit to bring the community, the school community, and organizations together to support. So we're going to have what is called community meals at the schools.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, for the families and the students. And just to bring in, like, we'll bring in 1 month, we'll bring in Department of Social Services. Another month, we'll bring in Laurel Ridge Workforce.
Right.
So it's to educate our families and, to not have school and community separate,
Right.
but to bring it all together. So
Kind of
we're
like we were
excited about
talking to
that.
the sheriff's office and the police department. They're really moving into this community policing type thing, bringing the community together.
It's
so
important.
so that you see, you see our law enforcement. They're not the bad guys. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And they're really
yes.
here to help you.
They are, they
So
are.
we all need to work together on things. It's amazing. This one thing that we're going to talk about when we get started, anyway, is this junior-senior planning night. You did this last year.
Yes,
And
yes,
it was
we
very
did.
successful. That was your first one, wasn't it?
That was our first one.
And very successful. So kind of give us a highlight. What's all that about?
We are so excited about having junior senior planning night, and this falls under our empowerment program, but also a leadership program that's being directed by Teketia. And instead of just having it for our students, we have opened it up to students in our school community, Skyline Middle School, Skyline High School, and that was who it was for last year, which was amazing. We had about 40 students who participated. And this year, because of Teketia and the staff really over at Skyline, let her talk about, what they did, but it's now being opened to the Shenandoah Valley, because of what the lead counselor over there did. So you want to talk about that piece?
Miss Tammy Bennett and Mrs. Tammy Bennett and the director at Skyline High School shared the information with actually quite a few counties other than just Warren County. She sent it to Rappahannock and to Luray and Page County, and we now have, I think, about almost 70
78 as we counted before this morning.
students that will be attending from the whole surrounding area,
Okay.
And not just Skyline and Warren County.
Right.
So we're
That's good. You got to reach out.
yes.
Yeah.
That's what,
Yes.
what did I hear that name at? Reaching out. We're gonna do it. So what happens at those at this evening? Other than they have free dinner, I think that's how they get the kids there. But what? So exactly what's on the program?
So we're this year is going to be at the DoubleTree by Hilton, and right in the middle.
Right.
And what it is this year it actually has grown, which is we always try to push the envelope in doing better to support our kids. So this year's it's going to be separated into 3 segments, which is absolutely amazing. So we have the workforce segment, we have the military segment, and we have the college segments. And what we're going to do, the families and the students, we're going to participate in a panel discussion.
Okay.
So the colleges that that we're going to have, we have all branches of the military that's coming. We have workforce such as Virginia Department of Labor and Industry. They're coming. The apprenticeship representative is coming. Navy Federal Credit Union is coming. Some local fire and rescue is coming. I don't want to forget anyone. UPS is coming. Warren County EMT is coming. Warren County Fire Department is coming. And they're going to be covering the workforce piece.
Okay. So we're giving the children, these young adults, really, these are the 3 paths that you may end up going down
Right.
after high school. And we want to show you where the opportunities you have. Everyone doesn't have to go to college. Everyone doesn't have to go here. And everyone, so this is some of the broad areas that, and given some insight, I went to the military after high school, and I recommend it for everyone, if it's something you're leaning towards. I always give the example, nowhere else will an 18-year-old kid work on a $10 billion airplane, If you were in civilian life, maybe if by the time you're 40, you could push the broom, but you're out there, by 20, you're running a cruise, you're a crew chief when you got 12 people working for you.
Exactly.
You got 14 helicopters you're responsible for, and you get that only in the military. and
Only in the military,
you know, only
yeah.
in the military, and but that's not for everybody, you know.
No, it's
And,
not. No, it's
but you
not.
mentioned something on the college thing. This dual enrollment program. If you're not familiar with it, check it out. If you're a parent, get your kid to
Yes.
check that out. Go to the
Yes.
guidance counselor. This is the best kept secret, really.
It is.
It's really not. Everybody seems to know about it, but you know, juniors and seniors can get college credit for these classes.
They can.
My
They
grandson's
really
going
can.
after what do you call it, an advanced diploma. I said, forget that. Just go take dual enrollment. I said,
No, exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
no,
quit
definitely.
In fact, I heard somewhere some classes are dropping, some schools are dropping all their AP classes and just say, look, you need to do dual enrollment instead. And
Yeah,
really,
because-
it's more economical, I think, for the school district, and it's better for the students.
It is better for the
It
students.
gives you that
because
transition.
Yeah,
a
it
little.
It does. It does, especially if you're going to a Virginia-based school.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
and community colleges. People are poo-pooing them sometimes, but I said that's really that's a gold mine.
No,
Yes.
it is. It
And,
is.
you know, you go to community college, get your associate degree, you got a guaranteed seat at any state college
Yes.
as a junior.
As a,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah,
very
not
much.
credits. You got to get the degree. You know, don't be trying to say, "Well, I went a year." No, that you can be disappointed.
Right.
But you get that associate degree, and it's amazing all the things. And you mentioned these other organizations and school training. We have so much now that we didn't have when we were growing up.
Yes.
And we didn't have organizations like yours out in the rural areas. You know, they were really confined to the cities. You know,
Yeah.
and but now we have a lot of opportunities, and people, you know, really need to take care of it, take advantage of
we
it.
want to educate our students, and we want them to know that there's opportunities out there, and this is why, you know, not just bringing in the workforce aspect or the military aspect, but to really reach out to the universities. You know, I'm biased, but I just think Virginia has some of the best universities.
They do.
I believe that, you know, so we are so honored that, you know, James Madison University, Laurel Ridge is coming, their workforce department is coming, Old Dominion University, Liberty University is coming, VCU is coming.
Each one of those universities has a focus. You know,
Exactly.
like if you're
Yes,
into engineering, we know where you're going to go, and if you're into
Exactly.
medicine, you know where you should go. And like they've all specialized in something. They're all good for a good general education.
Exactly.
But each one, there's almost nothing that's not covered in our state.
Exactly.
We have a college for
Yeah.
just about you name it, we've got it,
Yes.
and a lot of private like industry technical schools, and that's a big thing now too. I was talking
Yeah.
to someone, and there's colleges set up just for people that are over 40 that want to go back and finish their degrees and things and programs. I always thought I was going to go finish my degree, but the only college at the time that had was in Blacksburg, VPI, and I thought that's a long drive to go to. So you know, I did. I'm the only one that's got more credits and no degree. You know, I got plenty of credits, but I'm missing one here and one there
One
and three
there.
there. You know,
Yeah.
like you know, I only took the stuff I enjoyed.
No.
It's great, but no, you really should. You know, we should take advantage of these organizations. If you're a junior or a senior, right? Junior,
Yes,
senior,
Yes.
junior, senior.
and or if you're maybe a motivated sophomore, you know.
Yes.
I was
Very
over.
true.
I was
Very
talking to
true,
you. I
too.
said I was over at DECA at Warren County High School and interviewing some of the DECA girls that were over there, and she's a freshman, and she said. I said, well, you know, what do you think do you like this? Oh yeah, I'm going to be the president next year, and I'm going to college. I'm going to be a lawyer. Man, she had it all mapped out.
Yeah, no, we have amazing, we have such amazing kids in our community.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and we see that through the leadership program, which we are so excited that we've just partnered with Shenandoah University.
They've been doing a lot here
Yes.
lately.
Yes.
I've seen
Yes.
where they've gone on to this veterans program, and they've done a
Yes.
lot of different things that
They are.
years ago they weren't quite that aggressive. They're
Yeah.
out there now in the, and you know, and they do offer some pretty cool degrees. They got a good nursing thing. They got a great music program.
Oh, they
Yes.
have one of the best.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
and so they're right up there. I mean, it's a big deal.
It is.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Again, it's hidden in our backyard, and the average person
Right.
really doesn't see see it or see the advantages of things. Of course, you know, but it's. Of course, you know, I think as you get older, you associate with people more your own age. So, you know, I don't see them little kids, my grandkids. You know. So anyway, so this thing is what's it cost for these kids to go to this?
It's free.
Free.
Yes.
Wow. Let me tell you what. If you're a junior and senior anywhere in this listening area, you need to go to this thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's free.
It's free.
Yeah, it's free for
You have
all
great
kids.
sponsors too, don't you? When you're putting on these things and you're reaching out to the community, because it costs money to do this stuff.
It does. But for this, the DoubleTree have sponsored us, so we don't have to pay.
It's beautiful.
for-
They've
for
done a
this.
lot of renovations. They're still doing more.
They
It's
are.
a big. It's
They
really a
are.
big improvement. Yeah.
Yeah, Sally Ann has been the manager there, has been an amazing partner. But a lot of people really don't know that Reaching Out Now is not funded by a grant.
Right.
It's funded by our community.
Right.
Yeah, it's funded by amazing churches in our community. Organization, the Retired Teachers Association. They have come alongside us, and we're their daughters. The Elks.
I think Sam puts a strong arm on them. I know. No, but it's true. People
Yeah.
do come out when they see an organization that has a powerful influence. People want to support winners, and they see the results, and they want to say, "Hey, I want to be part of that." And I think that's what it is.
No, it
I think
is.
it is organizations like that, and I think you're doing a great work.
Thank you
It's just
so
a lot of work. I know she never stops, does she?
No.
I'm glad you've come along to help her because she does need some help. But it's just a lot of work, and I think that if you're looking to support a good organization, Reaching Out Now is one should be on the top of your list to look at.
you.
We'll put their website address below the video, so go there, check out all the things that they do, see all the other events that they put on over the years. Your couple of years that you've been in business here, but I know you've been a hard worker. What else do we want to talk about, real quick?
You want to talk about the leadership program and our partnership?
We have I think you mentioned earlier, we have our leadership program. We have now partnered with Shenandoah University. We have actually received more candidates, so and people that have enrolled and students that have enrolled with us. So we will be meeting with them twice a month, every first and third Saturday at Shenandoah University. We will be going through financial literacy, character development, just to empower our students, to let them know that they have support within the community.
Sure.
Not just with us, but everyone in the community. There's so many, like you said, there's so many organizations that are trying to help and to be there for our students, for our parents. And this is just another outlet, another way to expand all of that so that we can unite and bring it for.
Well, I know we have a lot of families have been split up.
Yes.
And grandparents are raising their grandchildren.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
a lot of these younger kids, and actually been going on, I know, for the last 30 years probably. But, when all you have has been put down and basically feel negative, too much negativity,
Yeah.
you need to have a little positive things and realize that you can succeed.
Yes.
You can pull yourself
Yes.
up.
Yes.
You don't have to have somebody do it for you. You can get out there and you have this opportunity, and all you have to do is just go and grab
Yes.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their true potential is within reach.
Yes.
It really is, and a lot of organizations, out there, federal organizations, they focus on first gen students. They focus on minority students, but we want to be inclusive. That's why we created this program, for our boys, and we just started the boys program as well, where students are felt, not just like Teketia said, not just going out there, but character development, academic literacy, workforce, developing them, and community leadership, where they have to get back to their community.
We just need to, they need to get their identity out
Yeah,
there,
exactly.
and
Yes.
that they can
Exactly.
do it.
Yes.
can.
I'd say one of the best little programs, it's kind of a small program in ARC at E. Wilson, that's at Boys the Gentleman.
Yes.
Isn't that a great little program?
Yes.
Yes.
And those 4th and 5th grade boys that are over there, they may not do anything, but 20 years from now, those little things add up, and you see it. All of a sudden, you're seeing kids opening the door, just learning. They don't learn. We should have learned that by the time we ever got to school.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're growing up into families that are just in turmoil, and
exactly.
all of a sudden, someone looks. It helps and shows them another way, and treats them with respect.
Exactly.
and shows them
Yeah.
how to do it, and that sticks in your brain.
It does, and you know, we credit this to Bobby Johnston again because he saw how successful the female aspect, you know, the Girl of Destiny leadership program
Right.
was, and he said, you know, Sam, you know, what about a boys program?
That's right. Don't leave us boys out. We don't want to be left behind.
I know.
Trust me.
I
You know.
know.
Of course,
So
I always
yeah.
say behind every successful man is a woman pushing him. So that's these cliches are true. Again, appreciate all the things that your guys are doing.
you.
And again, anything we can do to help get the word out here. Remind you, if you're a junior or senior, please check out Reaching Out Now. Check out these junior senior planning nights
Yes.
that you put on. This is a great thing. It's September, but this is the time you do it.
Yes,
It takes
is.
time to get into the system. You can't wait till like June 1st and say, oh, I think I'm going to go to college, you know.
Yeah, this is why we're doing this so early. You know, this decisions, applications begin November 1st.
Right.
You know, financial aid opens October 1st.
Right.
You know, this Saturday. So
Yeah.
doing this now, it's so vitally important.
Right, even going into the military, I'll just go down and read. No, there's
There's a process.
There's a process.
There's a
and-
process.
And I can remember when I went in the military, I was in Arizona. Well, we don't, our quota's full here, but you know what? Over here in this city, they got some openings over here. So it's all planned out.
It
so
is, it
go
is.
across town, you know, we're going to drive you over there. But no, it's depending on the career field you wanted to go into. I was going into electronics, so you know, they have a certain allocation of certain parts of the country and schools where they know they can find people, and that's what they do. It's a little more sophisticated now, but we don't think about it being sophisticated, but it is. It's a high tech.
It
It's
is.
a high tech world, and
is.
all these schools and military and everything have all these algorithms they plug you into.
They do.
So get you know, it's like things.
Yes.
Go, you know, it's like vote early. You know, everything's early. So this is-
Everything's early.
everything's
Yeah.
early. Again, I really appreciate it. So it's October the 4th, which is like next week, and junior senior planning night for all juniors and seniors. Do parents go to this thing?
Yes, we actually we have about 77 students, but we have over 200 people because this includes parents
Oh,
as well.
good. All right. Well,
Yeah,
that's
so it's not just it's a,
so
it's a
okay.
family
I'm sorry,
thing.
your parents are going to know all about it. So you get a free meal out of it. So check it out. Junior senior planning night. It's on October 4th. It runs from 5 to 8:30, so it's not too bad. Nice little evening out and free meal, and it's even if you think you have an interest, you need to go and kind of like just check it out and see
yeah.
which way to go.
Come
Can
hang
they
with
go
us.
to all three panels, or do they need
Yeah,
to?
we're incorporating all three into the evening. We're gonna just start off with just kind of letting them know what ask questions.
Okay.
You know,
so
to
you don't
ask
have to
and things like
decide.
that.
You're not saying I'm going to military. I only want to go there. You're going to get a little taste of everything.
of everything all together. Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Again, Teketia, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Sam. Appreciate it.
No,
and again,
thank you. Thank you
come
so
back
much.
and tell us how successful this one was.
Yeah, we
and
will.
we'll start working on your next project.
Sounds
All right.
wonderful.
Thanks again.
Thank you so
Thanks for
much.
having us.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.